Augie. Hello, Eddie. Well, hello, kitten. Good morning. Hello and welcome back to Art Therapy with Jen. Today I am harvesting some magazines. Now, confession time. I don't have a video ready for y'all for tomorrow, which I'm hoping this will go up tomorrow on Sunday. So, and I have a whole pile of magazines. Like, these are from April. Like, oh, and that one's from March. So I'm behind. Going through our magazines, I have a ton. I need to make some room, and I thought, you know what, I'll do a harvest video. Y'all seem to enjoy one. We'll see how many of these we can get through. And yeah, I'm procrastinating scooping the litter box, and I just made some chicken in the Instant Pot, and you know, I gotta clean that up, you know, full disclosure. Let's see how many of these we can get through before I burn the full up. Like, it is October and it's 90 something degrees. It's crazy. So we have this O magazine. This one is from April. And I'm already going to take this first page, which if you haven't watched my magazine if you haven't watched my magazine harvest before, what I do is I just go through very quickly and I rip out any pages that just have anything that catches my eye, and I put it in a folder, and I'll go back at a later date and actually cut things out. But I'm very like, I have this much time to do this, let's go, let's go, let's go. So that's all good. And I don't take it too seriously. All right. So I kept the first page. Oh, it's a little baby pony. So cute. And I usually watch the video back through and I see stuff and I'm like, dang it, I should have kept that. But that's alright. Again, it's not that serious. And I just want to get on here and talk a little bit. I'm drinking coffee, so I may be talking a little bit faster. But, oh, I want this face anything. So, and I'm just making a pile over here. So I try to get through all of these. And sorry I know I've missed a few weeks of uploads here and there. It's just, oh, it's been crazy, y'all. I'm going to keep this doing their part. I'm about to the end of it, though. There's a big change going on, so I should be able to tell y'all next week if all goes well. So I'm going to keep this into the wild, and I love being in virtual reality because it's going to be great. I'm going to have more time to journal. I'm going to have my sanity back, hopefully. So, but I can't say anything quite yet. So I like these trees right here. But your girl has been working on some stuff. Thank the Lord. Now today we did finish taking the wallpaper off in our dining room, and y'all, that was a feat. But it's done. We have to go back and there's some little pieces here and there. It was done on OSB, which is very textured, and it was interesting, but it's going to put us one step closer to getting that dining room finished, so I'm excited. If you haven't tuned in before, oh, I like these flowers. I'm going to keep those. I live in a very tiny house. It's a very old house. It's over 100 years old. Nothing square. We don't have air conditioning. Yeah, very, very, very tiny house. Oh, I like this glass right here. I like it. And we've been slowly renovating it for going on 3 years now. Slowly, because we cash flow everything. I'm going to keep this Discover Better. But we cash flow everything, and we're pretty much doing everything ourselves. The only thing so far that we've saved up and hired someone to do was to paint, oh, I like this, a gorgeous future, but was to paint the exterior of the house. And like, we have like this gate around our porch where we used to have the dog, and that's it. So it's been just step at a time, because again, I work full-time. You know, I have 2 YouTube channels, I have 3 cats, I'm going to school. That's a big one. I'm taking 2 classes, which is about to kill me. So I got a world of difference. But so far I have A's. So, but I have to step that up. I had my last accounting exam, and you get 2.5 hours on the exam to take it, and I submitted that thing with 3 minutes and something left. Like, whew, that was something. I like down to earth, but I have like 10 of those that say down to earth. Oh, love this future shock, and then all of this. But yeah, it's been a thing. I finally, oh, I like this too. This looks very 1960s sci-fi. Love it. Oh, this one says the seer in our midst. Yes, my little fantasy D&D heart is singing. And y'all played D&D growing up. Oh man, we were all into those type of things. You know, before there were apps and stuff, and not many people had computers, and if you had computers, they couldn't do much but, you know, DOS. Oh, you'd actually get around and meet with people and roll dice. Alright, this one has a bunch of good words. Know the lingo, trust the science, think outside the box, and don't forget the kids. Love it. Oh, I like this. We have the opportunity to force our government to justify what they're doing. That could be something post-apocalyptic. That would be great. And again, if this is your first time tuning in, I literally just look at the, like, I'm not taking anything into political context. The images, I'm looking at texture. It's just, see, I like this, don't panic. It drives some people crazy when I do my collage pages, because I turn bridges upside down, and I mean, I don't care. Ooh, I like this chick with these here sheep here. I like that. Oh, I like her too with the flowers. That's nice. Now my true Southern's coming out, because I'm adding here to stuff. We don't just say this thing, we say this thing here. If we really want to emphasize it, we say this thing here, right here. I was trying to explain that to one of my friends from up north, because apparently I have a Southern accent. I don't know. I just think I speak normal. But I was trying to explain, it's like, why do y'all say right here, here, like, I don't know. Because we don't say this, we say this right here. I don't know, I'm going to keep this with the beats. When I graduated college in 07, part of my degree was studying linguistics. So that type of stuff, oh, it gets my nerd senses tingling, you know. Oh, I like this. I know for sure I'm merely the steward of this land. It's a treasure no person could ever own. I like that. But just thinking of things linguistically, like, why do we use this word for emphasis, and where does this come from, and all that. So this is Harper's Bazaar from April. It's just something neat to think about. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a nerd. I think about stuff like that. Y'all want to hear how much of like a weirdo I am? My friend never lets me forget this. So, while I was in college, the first time when I got my bachelor's, this was 07. It was my last year, and I did a study abroad in France. Now, I know it sounds fancy, but for most of it, I was in the countryside. I was out in wine country around Bordeaux. I spent time between Bordeaux and Toulouse. and, you know, was out there for a whole semester. Great experience. Lord have mercy. One of the first times I ever rode on a plane, and it was a 14-hour flight. Fun times. Ooh, I like that for my witchy journal. But I just need to do like a whole story time on that trip. You talk about some craziness. But anyway, so for part of the trip, our class, because we were taking college courses down there at the Bordeaux Business College as well, in between working at these different businesses and all this. But anyway, whole nother story, whole nother day. So for one weekend, our class, we went to Paris, because of course when you think of France, you think of Paris. You know, did the Champs-Élysées and the Musée d'Orsay and the Louvre and all that fun stuff. And oh, I love this. This looks almost superhero-y. Keep that. But we finally go, and we see the Eiffel Tower, and everybody's like, "Whoa, it's so cool!" You know, on the Champ de Mars there, or Champ de Mars. I don't know, the Field of Mars, whatever it is. This has been a long time since I've spoke French, but we were looking at it, and they're all just in awe. We happened to be there right at dusk when they were turning the lights on, and here's me and all my nerdiness and awkwardness. Lord help. I go, I reckon how many guys and how long it took them to build that. And they don't ever let me forget it, because instead of just sitting there and being like, oh, look, this is so pretty, we're here living in the moment, my brain was already moving like, I wonder how many people it took for that. I wonder what kind of welding they used for that. I wonder what type of material that is. And it just, I don't, they're like, shut up, enjoy it. It was pretty cool though. That was pretty cool. Me being the country girl I am, my favorite part of when we went to Paris is when we went to Versailles, which was where the royal family lived, and we went to Marie Antoinette's village, and there was cows and goats. And they're like, you come all the way out here to take pictures of goats. I'm just like, don't judge me. But anyway, whole nother story, whole nother day. That made me think of that. I'm really not seeing much in this magazine, y'all. Or maybe I'm just a yakking and missing stuff. Y'all are probably like, take that. What are you doing? That's alright. Lord, this magazine's set up there the better part of a year, so... Oh, I like this with the spirally. I've used that before. I think that's inside of a boat or something. I don't know. Gosh, that made me think back on that. Lord, how much I've changed since '07, y'all. It's amazing. Oh, I actually really like this lady. Gosh, take the fringe off of that, and I want that dress like ASAP. But probably not in black, because I have animals. I mean, I already have a struggle because I have to wear black slacks to work. And I mean, it's like doing an obstacle course trying to get out of the house in the morning, because these cats are wanting to be all lovey-dovey and love all up on me and stuff. And yeah, they can't, because then I have hair all up over me. Oh, let's see. Let's look at this. See what my horoscope was for April and see if that was true. So in April, you'll discover your capacity to help guide other people toward what they want out of life. You've received similar support in the past, and there's something quite wonderful about paying it forward. You know, that's funny, because that is really funny. So kind of around that time, yeah, it would have been around that time is when I decided to go back to school, and I actually encouraged someone close to me to go back to school as well. And yeah, we're doing it. So that's kind of funny. I'm going to keep this. There's some cool smaller images on there. So that's kind of true. Ooh. Do y'all remember, some of y'all, like when I was a teenager, there was these, like everybody obsessed over the horoscopes in the magazines and the quizzes. Y'all remember the quizzes? Oh my gosh. Kids don't even know, like once a year, I think it was Teen Magazine maybe, or maybe it was, can't remember, it's one that ain't around no more. would come out with a quiz-only book, and you'd be having to run to the grocery store to get it. It was great. I'm not really feeling these. I'm just not. Oh, I'm feeling this. Like, kind of, I reckon she's got that, yeah, that's like a mask. Ooh, love. Love, love, love. Kind of making me want to work in my witchy journal, which, fingers crossed, I will get back to soon. It's calling me. It's over there yelling at me. Like, work on me. I know, buddy. I know. It's been a hot minute. Okay. I don't understand this. So, they have food spreads, and they're doing fashion shoots to look like the food. Okay. Lord, what is that? Let's see. What is that? Does it tell? Honey, she shares honey-based soup in which vodka and cochineal restaurant in San Sebastian. Oh, wait, no. Restaurant, which has been the family for liquid forms, ornate fractals. So that's soup. I don't know, y'all. Okay, love this. Keeping that. That looks eerily wonderful. Oh, look at this lady. You go, Grandma. You're going in my pile there, too. Nice. Alright. I'm not feeling these. And I think she's somebody fairly known, but I'm not sure. Y'all know I'm behind the times. Lord, her dress held together by safety pins. Alright. Oh, that's fun. For like a dance piece. I kind of wish that purse wasn't there, but I reckon that's what the ad's for. Oh, reminds me of Jeanco jeans. Any of y'all remember Jeanco jeans? We were talking about that at work. The younger girls had never heard of Jeanco jeans. I'm like, y'all are missing out. The wide legs. You had to have the chain that went from your loop to your back loop. Like, had to have the wallet on a chain. Oh yes. The late 90s were fun as a teenager. Alright. Oh, I didn't tell you. This is Seattle Magazine, y'all. And this is from March. So, let's see. This one's hit and miss. Sometimes I have like, I'll save this between the lines. I'll save like every page in it, and then sometimes I don't get a one. So, I like this with these tulips. Oh, after this, I have to scoop litter and scrape an Instant Pot. Oh goodness, it's been a busy day today. I had to run a lot of errands. A lot of them, I'm gonna keep this for Vanishing Act. A lot of them are for that thing I can't tell you about yet, and I can't wait to tell you. Like, I'm like screaming ready, you know. But I've been going. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. Look at this. This is amazing. But got up at 5 o'clock this morning. Ran some errands. Went several places. Had an emergency. Had to go to Walmart. Ran out of deodorant. You know, I appreciate the people around me enough to not let that go more than a day. So, how many steps I took today? Let me see. So far, 8,266. That's a lot for me on the weekend. Now, during work, I typically do anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000, but let's see what we got here. And I heard some of y'all, I want to keep this, the shape of things to come. Y'all talking about how much magazines are. there's lots. I just want to talk briefly. There's a lot. Oh, I'm going to keep all these pictures too. There's a lot of ways to get free magazines. And I know it depends on your area. It depends on who you know, etc. and so forth. We'll keep this too with the city. But I personally, I get mine through free offers. I think most of mine I get through Recycle Bank, I think it's called. Like, you literally just go in there, watch a couple videos about recycling, which I'm a big proponent of anyway. And I'm going to keep my building here. Every time I come across it, I keep it. And you accumulate points, and then you turn your points in for free magazines. I know people that, oh, this though. Oh, hold on, pause. Look at it. This is like an amazing, my little sci-fi heart is singing. But anyway, I know a lot of people that go to their local library and ask, I'm gonna keep this too, and just ask for their old magazines. Sometimes they will, if not give them to you, they'll sell them to you for like 50 cents or $1. So, yeah, that's, I don't know, there's a bunch of different ways if you have friends. Well, not even just libraries, like doctor's offices, dentist offices. Yeah, sometimes, because I mean, most of the time they're just going to throw them in the trash. I know we get a bunch of magazines in where I work, where they sign up for them to like support the school and things. So I also get quite a bit through there. Okay, this is cool. We're gonna keep this maybe. So I don't know. And then if you can't get a hold of magazines, y'all, I mean, packaging, junk mail, when you get those catalogs in the mail, if you look through them instead of looking through them like you're shopping, and you look through them just purely looking for images, you can find some cool stuff. When you walk into certain stores and they have their advertisements up front, I know they'll have like our new collection, and they'll have a things you can take. Go to a hardware store and get a few paint samples. Actually, the last, was it Lowe's or Home Depot I went to, they actually had a box at the paint center for swatches, or the little color cards that people could take just for, like it said, for schools and art purposes. So that's so neat. Okay, this one is Allure, I can't say that word, April. So, but I don't know. See, here I'll give y'all a spoiler. I'm going to take Space Anything again. I've been saving myself actual junk, like packaging of things and things like that, to save up, because I would like to do a video for y'all purely using like free junk that I find. I like this, a wing and a prayer. Just to show y'all that there's all kinds of stuff. You just have to think outside the box. Like, oh, and that reminds me, Dad bought him some cereal in there, and I gotta keep an eye on it so you don't throw those boxes away, because there's some really cute cats on the front of the cereal, so I want that. Oh, I thought somebody was walking in, y'all. I'm gonna keep this. It says Bright Young Thing, so we'll keep that. Oh, I'm excited, y'all. I cannot wait to share this news with y'all. Let's see. This one, the paper's real flimsy or chintzy, or oh, Cindy Crawford in 2009. Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited though. Oh, I gotta make my list too for tomorrow, what I need to get done. Lord, I'm somebody, y'all, if I don't write it down, I tell you. Like, oh, I like this. This could look sci-fi. But if I don't write stuff down, oh, I love this rose too. I won't get it done. I used to be, before I got just super busy, keeping that too. I would see people have these pretty planners and stuff, and I tried to do that and I never truly filled it up. But y'all, if I did not have my planner and a bunch of post-its and random bits of paper that I shove in there, y'all, I couldn't keep up with everything. I literally couldn't. So, keep this, Heart and Soul, which I'll show y'all here in a second, because I hope to here soon. I got a video idea I want to show y'all. Let's get through this magazine and then I'll show you what I'll have going on. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much in this one. If I can ever get time to, which pretty soon I will have time to, I'm excited. I'm excited. Now, y'all can probably tell my mood's already better. Lord help. Okay, I'm keeping this because I don't know what that is, but it's kind of cool. Patients say what once felt like thunder and lightning is now a drizzle. I don't even know what that's about. I'm going to keep this eyeball. Let's see, her eyeballs are kind of cut, so I ain't going to keep them like cut off the page, not like cut. I'm going to keep this. It says powerful things happen when humans frolic in spaces both blue and green. So, okay, and I don't care about the rest of it, but I'm going to keep that. I don't like this photo shoot though. Okay, we're going to keep this. It says Salt of the Earth. Alright, so let me show y'all a video idea. I haven't filmed it yet. I just need it to come up. Let me move my info. Okay. So this is my planner. Oh, let me take this out too. Okay. Alright. So this is my planner. I've been using this one going on about 2 months now. I don't know. I'll probably do a planner video on my other channel for a while, but it's a but this is a binder planner. I have a regular planner that I flip through that I love, but I hated that I couldn't move stuff around and add stuff like I need to, so I got this one. Been loving it. Got my homework I got to get done for the week, but I have these dividers that I bought that are just like craft paper, like, you know, brown chipboard, I don't know, but I want to do magazine collage on these for my planner to personalize it, to make it more me. So hopefully that'll be coming up sometime. Let me slip this card back in here. Got a place for all my business cards I got to keep up with. Okay, yep. Alright. Oh, let me open that back up to my day. I gotta have it in my face so I see it. There we go. That's a whole nother story, whole nother day, but I'm hoping that'll come up soon. I think it would be so cool to have a planner decorated with magazine collage. So this is Seattle from April. And I'm reckoning it's probably going to be about the same stuff. No, I like her. Never mind. I'm sorry. I did not believe in you, and you've delivered already. My bad. Oh, goodness. Yep. Hopefully after Monday, I'll be able to give y'all my big news. So, look forward to it. The next video after this one. Hopefully, I'll get one out the next week. It just depends on how my homework falls and stuff. Lord help, I have to start. I have accounting homework due on Tuesday, and I have not even started reading the chapter yet, so I have to get into that, because I am one of these people, like, I don't know how I did it when I was younger. I could just skim through things and take a test and pass it. Oh, keeping this driven to change. But now I really have to get into the nitty-gritty of it. And I really want to understand this stuff because I really enjoy it. I'm going to keep this Call of the Wild. So it takes me a few days. Like, I have to read the book. I take notes while I read. I always do that just because, I don't know, I have no reading retention or comprehension unless I write notes while I read. I'm going to keep this Welcome to the Future. So I actually sit there and I will make myself go back and reread stuff 10 times until I truly understand what it's saying. And Boys to Men. I love that band. And what was I saying? Oh, I have to do that. And then I go on, we have this thing where you can do the study plan, which is like practice homeworks on the computer. And it's all extra credit, so it's not required. But I do every single one of them. I'm going to keep Brainiac. Because, number one, I have to pay about $700 per college course. So you bet you butt I'm doing everything. I paid for it. I'm doing it. I'm going to keep this Matters of the Heart. And then, and I watch all the videos because there's videos that accompany each like study plan extra homework thing. And then I actually go through and do the homework, and then I have to do discussion papers and like apply the knowledge or whatever. So it takes me a few days. I'm a very methodical person when I study because I want to study it once. And I want this. It says actually it takes more than a village. But I'm not someone, I don't want to rush through something very quickly and not retain it and have to go back and be like, oh gosh, and be rushed and, you know, going back through the thing and trying to figure out what I read. I want to study it once, take a little bit more time, and have that knowledge forever, you know what I mean? So I'm keeping this Sense of Identity, and then Against the Grain. So I don't know, I think it's because I truly enjoy it. I love it. Well, there. Brave New World. And the more I get into finance and accounting and stuff, y'all, I love it. Like, how weird am I? Just learning about investment options, learning about how to read corporate financial statements. I mean, the whole gig. I love it. Here's our last one, y'all. Are y'all still with me? Have we made it this far? So, this is Cosmo, and it is from April. Cosmo's hit and miss with me too. Sometimes I find a ton, sometimes I don't. You all will see some of these magazines are torn up. That's to take the address off. Sometimes it's mine, sometimes I get these magazines from people, from work, whatever. So, instead of, you know, being a normal person and cutting it out or blackening it out, I literally just rip the page like a savage. So, what your mascara says about your love life. I don't put on mascara. Well, that's accurate. As of right now, I'm hoping. Here's this Face Anything again, but this paper's so thin and crappy, I don't want to take it. Hopefully with this new schedule, I can change that a little bit. Lord have mercy. Oh, that I'll have coming up. Okay, I'm going to keep this because I want... Nope. This paper sucks, y'all. Like, Cosmo. What's the deal? I mean, this is... Y'all hear it? This is worse than that quality you get for those, like, free... what you call it, like catalogs and stuff that you can see through. This is terrible. I mean, I'm sure when they're having their meetings, they're thinking, oh, we need to make this for the magazine Collage art journalist. or journalers. I don't know. We need to do that. Oh, she's cool. What? Can I get you out without ripping you in half, buddy? Oh, I like her too. I'm like, oh, her prairie skirt's coming back. Be still my heart. Fun fact, I lived in prairie skirts from the time, let's see, how old was I in 07? Like 21 maybe? Lord help, I can't remember. 21, 22. I lived in prairie skirts from my sophomore year, well, for 2.5 years in college. So probably from 19 to 21 or 18 to 21, I literally didn't wear pants. I went through this whole, like, I was alternative, but I was also kind of new agey, and it was a weird time in my life. But I only wore prairie skirts, and I moved around a lot, and I would have these prairie skirts, and I could roll up like 10 of them in a bag. And actually, when I went to France to study, that's all I had. I lived a long time over there, and just out of one backpack. So I guess I was the minimalist before it was cool. At least over there. But I did not wear, and now I couldn't tell you the last time I've worn a skirt. Gosh, 10 years? Maybe? I honestly couldn't tell you. I need to get some jeans. I don't even have any jeans. Like I used to when I interviewed for the job I have now. I had one pair of khakis and everything else was jeans, because when I worked at Big Lots, you could wear jeans. So that's what I had, and now I don't have any jeans. What happens when you go to work in them business casual jobs? Let me see. I really am not seeing anything in here. But we're going to keep looking and hope. Is that? No, that's that hottie, what's her face? She was so big when I was in college. The Hills, that show. All those sorority girls like that. Oh, here's another fun fact. Oh, I'm going to keep this just because it's a cat eye. Fun fact. So, the first year I was at college, I lived in the dorms. And it's just randomly assigned. So, well, that's kind of cool. I get my room assignment. It's in the sorority dorm. So apparently this dorm was all for sorority people, and there were rooms left over, and that's what I got. Oh, I'm keeping this. It makes me feel like I'm not alone or lost, that there's a divine purpose. I like that. But yeah. So, and it was funny because my roommate that first year was this girl from this much bigger city, Johnson City around here. You know, I was from Podunkville, that I'm from here. Never been out of Podunkville. Fun times. Whole nother story, whole nother day. But she was from a pretty well-off family, and from this big city, but she was total like emo goth. So basically, at least on our floor, we had all these freshman sorority girls pledging and stuff, and then there was me and her. She had this big poster that she put up, I'll never forget, of Val, oh, what's his name? It was from a group called HIM, H-I-M, His Infernal Majesty. Val Velo? Can't remember. I can see him in my head. Because she got me into all this stuff, like Taking Back Sunday and all this type of stuff. And I don't know why I thought of that. So everybody's like pledging, wearing these cute little dresses and stuff. And then I'm there. I'm in this kind of weird in-between, kind of alternative, but kind of new agey with my flowy skirts, and had dyed black hair, and it was different times, y'all. And then she had, you know, the you had to have the jeans, the really like tight jeans with the band shirt, and then you had to have the checkered like seatbelt belt, and had the bright red hair. I don't know. It was a fun time, y'all. I wonder where she ended up. She was a music major. She played viola. But anyway, thank y'all so much for spending this little harvest ramble and chat with me. Thanks for listening to me just going on. And yeah, hopefully the next time I talk with y'all and I have a video for y'all, I'll have some exciting news to share. And yeah, I'm gonna get to getting this video up off of this camera so that maybe I can have it up for y'all tomorrow. And I'm gonna take my phone and run up through the house and get my intro video. I've had people ask about my intro videos. Literally, y'all, I take my phone, I run through the house, I see what cats are around, what's going on, and I film it right before I edit the video. So we'll see what cats are around and all that stuff. But thank y'all so much. Hope y'all are having a wonderful week. Happy October. We've started October, and I will see y'all in the next art video. Bye, guys.